Welcome back, friends and scoundrels. I'm Bran,
I'm Ryan.
and this is Weird Wolf Unchained, where Ryan and I talk about horror movies. And we got a little bit of a bonus episode here, a short review, if you will, pun intended.
Ha.
So real quick, do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, rate and review if you're listening to podcast version. But yeah, today we are reviewing a short called Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Find it. You can find it on YouTube under that name. Um, these folks were on Reddit the other day and asked if there are any YouTubers or podcasters out there who would be willing to review their film, and I said sure.
And
And
here
I
we are.
brought I brought Ryan reluctantly along with me.
It happens. I mean, everyone's a passenger at some point.
Right.
Um,
Since it's kind of our thing, you want to go first?
um, sure. I think this may be the most effective use of 15 minutes and 25 seconds I've ever seen.
Right. It was really good.
Yeah.
That's
The best part, in my opinion, is the fact that it is so perfect in its packaging. I mean, it doesn't waste any time. I watch a lot of original horror content on YouTube, and somehow, even like 10, 15, 20 minute videos, they somehow find ways to just waste time. And I'm like, I don't understand how you pull that off.
yeah.
But um, this doesn't do that. I mean, this pulls the Chekhov's gun right out of the closet, right off the bat,
Yep.
and pays it off perfectly.
It
And
it
it,
is. It's very good use of time. It sets everything up in the first few minutes, as from the story elements to even relatively good characters that you can get in a 5 6 minute period.
yeah, it pulls off the not letting you see much of what's going on until it's going to be the most appropriately shocking, and uh, it's got a great dread factor to it, and it's just, I mean, crying out loud, I've seen $1 million movies that suck compared to this.
Right. Oh man, I've seen blockbusters that just
Yeah,
let everything go.
yeah, uh, uh, I know we don't end up with an episode for 3 and 4, but of Paranormal Activity, but 5 and 6 suck compared to Goodbye.
Yeah. Right.
And
Six definitely does.
yeah, it is a effective, brief, scary film, and it reminds me of something that should have been in Trick or Treat or some other anthology, and it's just really just exactly what it should be.
Yeah, this is a little bit too heavy for maybe like Creep Show or Tales
Yeah,
from the Crypt. Well, maybe HBO or like the movie version of Tales from the Crypt. I don't know. I haven't really
yeah,
seen those, but it might be a little bit too heavy for Creep Show. That one's a little bit lighter and more fun.
yeah, a little bit more cartoony, but
But
uh,
Trick or
and
Treat for
it,
sure.
it's the thumbnail, so I don't feel bad about spoiling this part, but the effective use of the two stages of the one main character's uh, clown makeup.
Yeah,
I mean, you get these two instances of it, and it's when she's putting it on and she's getting ready for the Halloween party, and it's perfect. And
yeah,
then when they come back, it's all running, and she's a little disheveled, and it's like that is
yeah,
just excellent.
yeah. Because they've been at a party and
Yeah, and her boyfriend being super minimalist in his costume and everything, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, who can't relate to that at least once? It's
yeah, right. Well, and like I said with the characters, they're really good setup. You get the sense that they're normal people and they have fun with their relationship.
It,
and you
it,
don't need any more than that.
yeah, and I mean, great characterization. They do for a 15-minute YouTube video. I mean, they're great actors in that time space, and yeah, it's. I have nothing negative to say about this. I mean, even
Not
the
at
even
all.
even the brief bit of CGI that occurs twice,
Yeah,
three
and
times.
it's not even bad CGI for
Yeah,
being a YouTube video.
exactly. For 15 minutes of YouTube video, I was expecting a lot worse if they had to use CGI, and
Yeah.
it was good because I'm pretty certain at least the one instance when we first see the shadow thing, I'm pretty sure it was a blend of someone in a costume and
Yeah,
and a little bit of shadow affecting, and then
practical with
exactly,
CGI enhancement.
which is something major studios have finally learned. If you blend the two, it's much better than
Yeah,
just CGI on its own. And yeah, I, I couldn't say anything bad about this if I
like
tried, honestly.
even the practical effects are pretty good.
Yeah, the, the gonna leave that out because that would be a spoiler, but definitely some cringy gore that
Yes.
borderlines YouTube
What else?
uh, regulations.
Well, it's one of the things I really liked about it too is its subversion of expectations a little bit
Yep,
because it starts off as something that we've all seen a million times
yep,
and manages to do something a little bit different with it.
yeah, totally enjoyed it. Well, when you first sent it to me, I'm like, "What is this?" And then I kind of regretted waiting so long to watch it.
Well, I was questioning if you even got the message because how great Discord is sometimes.
Right.
Um, what were the other things? I don't know. I wouldn't even call this nitpicking or negative, but you could definitely see some potential influence in it.
Oh yeah, it's pulling from a lot of
And
sources. They even reference why she's dressed up as a clown.
yeah, like, but
But
there's nothing wrong with that. We all
oh
start
no,
someplace, and
it, it,
especially if you're newer. I don't know how long these guys have been doing it. I
exactly. I
tried to
mean,
glance through a little bit, but
it,
I
e-
failed.
ev- everyone has their influences, and when you start out by
Copying what you
mimicking,
know,
yeah, mimicking them until you find your voice.
because that's like the little bit of writing I've been trying to work on. Little bit, I say that I've got like 12, 15 stories that I'm trying to start. Um, but like I have my influences. I know what they are, and I'm not shy about what they are either.
Yeah, uh, and when you're being kind of blatant with their use, it's almost better to call them out. So,
Yeah, because
uh,
then it's more like an homage rather than,
exactly,
oh,
'cause
look, here's an original thing, but you can clearly tell what.
yeah, it if you wear it on your sleeve, it's harder to be called out as just a blatant ripoff,
Yeah.
and, uh, this isn't doing that at all, really, but it is calling out, like I said, why she's dressed up as a clown. It's an effective tool, and we all know where some of that comes from. So,
Yeah. So, anyways, um, this is just a straight up review. I think we did really good, not spoiling anything at all.
yeah,
Um, definitely go check this out on YouTube. I forget the channel name. Suppose
um,
you have it there by chance, do you?
Thinking Art Entertainment.
Okay. Just a little shout out to you. I need to get back to watching some of their stuff. Blinky 500 is another good channel. But sticking with what we are, go watch this. And doing reviews, I'm never going to tell you not to watch something because
Always,
art's
yeah,
subjective. Like
always
some
watch it.
like some other people do, they tell you what to do, and I'm not on that
Exactly.
board
I
at
will
all.
tell you what I like, what I dislike, and I will give you kind of a general, is it a quality product? But I always say watch it because your opinion may be totally different.
Yeah, it's
And
like I love GI Joe, Rise of Cobra. It's a great, entertaining movie. I don't care.
see, and I agree on part of that. I totally enjoy it.
I mean, it's not the best made movie, and it gets out there, but it is exactly what it is. It's
Yeah,
GI Joe. I expect it to be GI Joe and not a bunch of high school girls sitting around eating cake at tea time.
exactly. It is what you expected. I mean, would I call it a masterpiece of filmmaking in any way, shape, or form? Absolutely not. But it gives you exactly what you expect. It's enjoyable. And for what you expect in that regard, it's actually well written as long as you're thinking in terms of this is a G.I. Joe film.
All right. Well, I think that does that for this little bit here. Thanks for listening to all the things I said up at the top.
I think we spent
And
longer talking about it than it is.
almost. We're at about 12 minutes now, and it'll probably get cut down to about 9.
Just go watch it.
Toodles.
Bye.